And a man's been hospitalized after he was hit by a vehicle in West Ashley. Check out the scene Tuesday night right there on Glen McConnell Parkway. Charleston police had to shut down a portion of that road for several hours while they worked the crash. All lanes reopening about 9 o'clock last night. No word on that man's condition right now. One private school under investigation now after video surfaced online showing a head basketball coach not shaking the hands of 5 basketball players on the opposing team. Richard Wynn Academy head coach Nick Chasen skipped 5 players from Clarendon Hall. Clarendon Hall's headmaster releasing an official statement saying that while these actions are hurtful, they cast a shadow on our team's accomplishments. We are not choosing to move beyond this unfortunate incident. And a North Carolina artist spent the weekend touching up her mural of George Floyd. Vandals defaced it recently. It's in downtown Greensboro on boarded up windows of a taco shop. Sunday morning, there were people there to see the work and woke up to see it defaced with blue paint. The damage prompted some to help artist Jenna Rice repair it. Don't forget, ABC News 4 always working for you. You got those drive times, your local, your national headlines, all scrolling for you at the bottom of your screen, even during those commercials, so you don't miss a thing.
Yeah, Angela, you're right. They sure were. In fact, we actually were presented with this proclamation from organizers today. It basically declares racism as a public health crisis. That's a message that they want to extend not only east of the Cooper, but the entire Low Country and really across the state as well. Now, we also spoke to the man who kicked things off here into this peaceful march over the Ravenel Bridge. That would be Mount Pleasant Police Chief Carl Ritchie, as you mentioned. He said that he was incensed when he saw that video come out of Minneapolis, and he kicked things off here for today's peaceful march with a pretty declarative statement.
The leaders of the city of
Everybody hear me okay? Racism sucks!
Arm in arm, they stood. Shoulder to shoulder, they took a knee.
Please take a knee for George Floyd right now, please.
Demanding change, not through violence, but through conversation.
The message is that we are tired. The message is that black people are tired. The message is that black men are tired. Black women are tired. The message is that there are corrupt people in the police department across the 4 districts.
What's his name? I said, what's his name?
Mount Pleasant Police ready to protect and further that conversation.
Good law enforcement, we're sick and tired of seeing what's going on with the bad cops, and we're as fed up as they are, and we stand with them when it comes to racism and when it comes to bad cops. And I'm going to do everything in my power to help rid our profession of that and to make sure they're able to peacefully protest.
People from all walks of life with a message.
We're just out here making a statement, getting everybody together. This is dope. Like, this is beautiful. And if you're not here, you're on the wrong side of history.
Chief Ritchie says, of course, he's willing to be a bridge with other law enforcement personnel and members of the public. If someone can't get a hold of a chief of another department, well, he's willing to use his connections with those other police departments and make sure that those conversations are had. As for this resolution, well, it's going to go to the mayor's office. Chief Ritchie's already signed it. They want it to go to North Charleston, the entire Low Country, and eventually to the governor's desk. Working for you in Mount Pleasant, Jon Bruce, ABC News 4. Good morning to you, Charleston. Thursday already, everybody. A Friday pre-party here in our studio. Jon Bruce joined by the one and only the lovely Brooke Schwieters.
Good morning. Hey, guys. It's so good to be here. Social distance, of course, but, you know, we're together once again.
We can
Good to
see
have you
you
back.
in person.
That's what I said. I truly had not seen Emily in person. I saw John in the parking lot for like a hot second.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been months, guys.
Here
it's
we
good
are.
to be back.
Yeah. Storm tracker meteorologist Emily Gracie here as well. Felt pretty good outside this morning. We've had several days of sunshine. Looks like rain chances, though, on the way up once again.
Yeah, at least.
Also, break overnight, Charleston police arrested 19-year-old Emma Waters. Waters now charged with 2 counts of burglary in connection to Saturday night's looting downtown. Arrest records claim that she smashed a window at Las Olas on King Street, then let looters in during the unrest. She's also seen grabbing merchandise. Waters also accused of stealing from King Street Grocery. Meantime, those chants for change continued throughout the Holy City. Rachel Ellis reporting from our newsroom with the latest. Rachel? Senator Tim Scott has submitted his Walter Scott Notification Act once again. It would force states to report on officer-involved shootings. He first submitted that proposal back in 2015 when Walter Scott, an unarmed black man, was shot in the back several times and killed by North Charleston police officer Michael Slager. States here would be forced to keep track of details like name, race, description, and event of overall circumstances that led up to that officer weapon being discharged. If a state fails to follow, they could face a 10% reduction in federal funding. Former Defense Secretary Jim Mattis now accusing President Trump of being a threat to the Constitution. In a remarkable and rare statement here, Mattis accusing Trump of actively dividing the nation. ABC's Kenneth Moten has details.